What's going on, guys? It's me, Ellie, otherwise known as Squiggle, and welcome back to my channel. This week ahead is week 1 of half marathon training. We're about 6 months out now, so I've got onto the hype of Garmin Coach for the half marathon training plan, and I'm pretty excited for the week ahead. I start back at work after Christmas break. I had a good 3 weeks off, so I'm excited for a little bit more structure, but also it's a bit of a bummer because it means I now have to fit running around work and not work around running. So let's hope when we catch up with future Ellie at the end of the week that I've had a very successful week. So, what does my Garmin coach have in store for me this week? Well, Amy has planned me 4 runs, the first of which is a tired run of 1.61 kilometers, a short one, but I'll take it. Second up, we have what we call an easy run, focusing on the heart rate. I've been tasked with 4.83 kilometers, and then in the third run, we're working on cadence drills, so making sure that I start performing a little bit better with the steps per minute, and that will be in a range of 150 to 200, which I'm actually already within, so I'll just use this as a easy run as well. And then finally, at the end of the week will be my long run, which I have planned for Sunday, and this will be a negative split run. Total distance is 8.05 kilometers, so a little bit longer than the usual that I've been doing, but still I will achieve it. So today is a tired run, about 1.61 kilometers, which is, to be honest, I'm not tired from the weekend's run, so I'll take this as a gift. I'm still going to only do 1.61. I'll stick to plan. I am in the garage at home right now with the treadmill because it is so hot outside and the sun is still shining. It's about 27 degrees, and if you can see, I am extremely white porcelain, and I burn really easily. And I went for a 5K walk before with one of my athletes from Special Olympics and could literally feel myself turning into crispy pork belly. So join me on the treadmill today. We're going to run around Central Park in New York City. I love this alternative when the weather is bad or whether the weather is very good. It's better to be inside. I've got a couple windows open, got a good crosswind, but I'm still gonna get off looking like a sweaty mess, no doubt. But come join me. And here you can see me on my tired run. I actually did 1.72 kilometers on this run as my watch and my treadmill were not fully synced. I did this in a time of 11 minutes 58 seconds, which gives me an average pace of 6 minutes 58 per kilometer, which I'm super happy with. Hi everybody, today is Thursday and I am due for my easy run of 4.83 kilometers. My heart rate is going to be going through the roof, so this easy run is probably not going to be an easy run. So I'm going to go against my coach's advice and try for a 5k PB today, which my current 5k PB is just shy of 39 minutes. So I'm going to have to average in the 7s for 5 kilometers to be able to achieve a PB, but I'm going to go for it. So if I don't make it, I'm going to just leave this out and none of you would have known. And if I do make it, then just know that I would have just edited out if I don't make it. And of course I did it. Yes! I actually got my PB on a 1 kilometer, a 1 mile, a 2 mile, and the 5k, and then I suffered for it afterwards. It actually ended up being around 29 degrees real feel with the humidity, so 27.2. And what you can see from this picture here is that my shirt has changed, and that's because as I was approaching my start line, there is a New Balance outlet on the way, and I decided that I was going to swap from t-shirt that was black to a singlet, and the only color that they had was blue, and the only size that they had was slightly too big for me, but that doesn't matter because it kept me completely cool. At the end of the run, I actually took my black shirt and I doused it in the seawater and I put it on my head underneath my cap just to cool me off. It was that hot that day. Let's have a look at the performance. What you can see here is I did 5.01 kilometers, a time of 38 43, an average pace of 7:44 per kilometre. Total ascent 12 metres and 418 calories burnt. Welcome to sunny Tauranga. I'm here for the weekend with my partner visiting her family. I'm about to go for my 3.22 kilometre run. Look at the difference in my tan. I need to start wearing this singlet a lot more often. I'm going to run along this road here and hope that I don't die. So see you soon. Bye. And hi from the future. So yes, I did go running and I completed the 3.22 kilometers. I did it in 25 minutes and 33 seconds, which gives me an average pace of 7 minutes 56 per kilometer. So I'm starting to get into the 7 minutes a bit more confidently. This one had a total ascent of 37 meters. So unbeknownst to me, it was slightly uphill on the way and definitely slightly downhill on the way back. So I knew it must have been uphill on the way because my heart rate was so much higher than I was expecting. I knew it was hot, but I was like, why can't I keep my heart rate down? Of course, I was consistently looking at my watch to ensure that I was still running in between the cadence, the SPM that I was required to run, which was 150 to 200. I achieved a cadence, an average cadence of 162 SPM. So good, happy. That's what I run anyway. And just like that, disaster. Every runner's worst nightmare, pain, and a lot of it. I was running through McLaren Falls, which is a park just outside of Tauranga on the way to the Kaimais, and I decided that I was going to run along the lakeside. It's around 4 kilometers return, and I thought, yeah, this will be great. I thought it would be formed. I was incorrect. It was gravel, so this turned into more of my first ever trail run, albeit not all trail. It said that it was open. I decided that I was going to embark on it, and running on gravel is not my favorite thing ever, and I've definitely not done any training running on gravel. In fact, my knees just can't handle it. So at that point, I really should have gone, Ellie, go home, go for a run later on along the roads, and your body will thank you for it. But I didn't. I didn't listen to myself, and I didn't listen to my gut instinct. I just wanted to get on with it and get it out of the way before the heat got too much. So about 2 kilometers into it, I had a little bit of a slip on the gravel, but nothing, that scared me. And then I just felt immense pain in my 5th metatarsal on my right foot. And I thought, this isn't normal, so I immediately stopped. However, because this is an out and back, I then had to come back. So I limped back to the car. It took me almost an hour to do 4.28 kilometers. So I was very slow on the return. I have good news and I have bad news. Good news is I booked myself in for a physio appointment. And I've seen the physio who has told me it's nothing too serious, which is great, and coming in early was the best thing to do. So the bad news is that I have 100% deload this week. I'm not allowed to train in terms of running. I could do some gym work, or I could do some low impact aerobic activities such as swimming. And then next week I will return to the physio, and hopefully at that point I can do 50% of my regular load. So what I will do is just put my Garmin Coach plan on pause so it doesn't think that I'm just skipping out on it. And then I will start back up my running next week, hopefully. I didn't get an injury last year at all, and I was very lucky for it. I actually am quite accident prone because I tend to throw my whole body into something when my whole body doesn't want to be thrown into it. And I've been pretty lucky, touch wood, with running so far. So I'm hoping that this is just a small niggle, and that the fact that it's so early on, I've still got 6 months left before race day, that I can manage this. So this week, I will be using this time to do a bit of research, and I might bring you along with me. Thanks for tuning in this week, and I'll see you next week. Bye!